In this video, we're going to take a look at long division. In number 1, it says divide using long division. State the answer in the form of p of x divided by d of x is equal to q of x plus r of x divided by d of x. And in A, we have 6,075 divided by 23. So we're going to have our divisor, then our division symbol, and then we're going to put our dividend inside the division symbol. So we have 6075. And now we need to determine how many times 23 can go into 60. And that's 2 times. 2 times 23 is 46. And now 60 minus 46 is equal to 14. And we'll carry down our 7. And now we need to determine how many times 23 can go into 147. And that's 6 times. 6 times 23 is going to be 6 times 3 is 18. And 6 times 2 is 12, plus the 1 is going to be 13. So 6 times 23 is 138. 147 minus 138 is equal to 9. And then we carry down our 5. And now we need to determine how many times 23 can go into 95. And that's going to be 4 times. 4 times 23 is equal to 92. And now we'll do our subtraction. So we have a remainder of 3. If we want to write 6,075 divided by 23 in the form they're looking for, we're going to write our quotient, which was 264, plus our remainder over our denominator. And our remainder was positive, so we're going to have plus 3 over 23. And now we're going to go through the same steps that we went through with a numerical division, and we're going to do it with polynomials. So we're going to have our divisor, which is 5x plus 3, division sign, and then the dividend inside, which is 15x squared plus 34x plus 28. And now we need to determine how many times 5x can go into 15x squared, and that's 3x. Or you could look at it as 15x squared divided by 5x is 3x. 3x times 5x is 15x squared. And 3x times 3 is 9x, so plus 9x. And now we're going to subtract. 15x squared minus 15x squared is 0. 34x minus 9x is 25x. We're going to carry down the 28. And now 25x divided by 5x is 5. So 5 times 5x is 25x. And 5 times 3 is 15. And now we're going to subtract. 25x minus 25x is 0. 28 minus 15 is 13. So our quotient is 3x plus 5, and we have a remainder of 13. So now we're going to write our quotient first, 3x plus 5, and our remainder is positive, so plus 13 divided by the denominator, which was 5x plus 3. In C, we have x to the fourth minus x cubed minus 4x squared minus 2x minus 15 divided by x squared plus 2. So the first thing we're going to do is write our divisor, which is x squared plus 2. And the one thing that you want to do is remember to have a placeholder for the missing factor of x. So we're going to write this as x squared plus 0x plus 2, division sign, and then inside the division sign we're going to have our dividend, which is x to the fourth minus x cubed minus 4x squared minus 2x minus 15. And now we need to determine how many times x squared goes into x to the fourth, and that would be x squared times. So we're going to have x squared times x squared is x to the fourth. X squared times 0x is going to be 0x cubed. And then we're going to have x squared times 2 is 2x squared. And now we subtract, and we have x to the fourth minus x to the fourth is 0. Negative x cubed minus 0x cubed is negative x cubed. And negative 4x squared minus 2x squared is negative 6x squared. And now we're going to carry down our negative 2x. And now x squared goes into negative x cubed, negative x times. So we have negative x times x squared is negative x cubed. Negative x times 0x is negative 0x squared. And negative x times 2 is negative 2x. And now we're going to subtract. Negative x cubed minus a negative x cubed is 0. Negative 6x squared minus a negative 0x squared is equal to negative 6x squared. And negative 2x minus a negative 2x is equal to 0. So we have plus 0x and then minus 15, carrying down our 15. And now x squared goes into negative 6x squared negative 6 times, so minus 6. And negative 6 times x squared is negative 6x squared. Negative 6 times 0x is 0x. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. And now we're going to subtract. And negative 6x squared minus a negative 6x squared is 0. 0x minus 0x is 0. Negative 15 minus a negative 12 is negative 3. So we have a quotient of x squared minus x minus 6 and a remainder of negative 3. So we're going to have x squared minus x minus 6, and now our remainder is negative, so we're going to have minus 3 over our denominator, which was x squared plus 2. And that's our video on long division.